Today that unemployed Australians are having to wait longer to land a job, sometimes several months. It comes as official figures show job vacancies fell again in May, down by 2.7%. As David Taylor reports, finding a new job often depends on your seniority in an organisation.
After recently losing his job, this software engineer we're calling John admits he didn't see it coming.
I was literally tapped on the shoulder and told to come into the meeting room. I was honestly expecting my annual bonus as the reason, because I'd been there about a year, and then I was just told that I was being let go.
It must have been quite shocking for you.
Yeah, extremely.
It's been 3 weeks since that day. He's surprised how long it's taking to land more work.
It usually doesn't take me very long, but recruiters are not getting back to me. Applications I have are just not getting back to me. Usually my skills are very high in demand, so it's quite strange.
Have recruiters given you any sense of what the jobs market is like at the moment?
They've quoted me salaries that are lower than what I was previously on.
That I suppose that doesn't inspire confidence.
No, not at all.
When do you suspect that you'll be able to get back into a job?
I'm guessing it's probably going to take a couple of months, but that's much longer than it's taken me before.
And why do you think it's changed? What's happened, do you think?
My best guess would be the high interest rate environment.
ABS data shows in the 3 months to May, the biggest falls in vacancies came in wholesale trade, down 30.9%, and manufacturing, down 29.6%. Recruiter Erin Devlin says higher interest rates and very weak economic growth have bosses hesitant to hire, especially those in mid and senior level management roles.
The executive level candidate market at the moment is what we would call a little bit oversupplied. So when we are recruiting for vacancies at that C-suite level, we're definitely seeing a lot more candidates apply. Now, that may be due to more candidates becoming available on the market or simply being unhappy where they are, but there certainly is more competition at that C-suite level, including in the tech sector.
But independent economist Saul Eslake says Australian workers 25 years and under, more broadly, are also finding the job search especially challenging.
Not because employers are reluctant to hire people under the age of 25, but rather there are so many more people under the age of 25 in Australia looking for employment than there were 2 years ago.
Erin Devlin says ideally candidates should avoid being out of work altogether for more than a few months to give them the best chance of landing a new permanent role.
I think from an employer perspective, if you're looking at a candidate's CV, employers do like to see some consistent engagement in the workforce to be able to continually upskill. But if someone is out of the workforce for a long period of time, my advice is to...
Can you put a time period on that? So 3 months, 6 months?
Let's say if someone's out of the workforce for, say, more than 3 months, I would recommend getting involved in some training, some upskilling, so that when you come back into the workforce, you can really offer an increased level of skill and knowledge.
Hiring was the strongest for professional, scientific and technical services, up 15.9%. Public administration and safety, up 15.3%, and accommodation and food services, up 9.1%. Healthcare and social assistance, Australia's biggest employer, had the largest number of vacancies overall at 61,800 available roles. And John's already learning how to best position himself for the job hunt.
I think probably make an attractive LinkedIn profile and reach out to recruiters because they get paid when they find you work. So
they're actually genuinely trying to find work for you.
Yes, exactly. They get in my industry, they get something like 10 or 20% of your annual salary for just finding you a job. So they have a strong incentive to find you work.
Okay. And mate, how are you finding fun in your life at the moment?
I'm working on some side projects I have and just going out on more dates with my girlfriend. Just general things I've liked to have done, but I haven't had the time for.
That's software engineer John ending David Taylor's report.